Hello everyone, welcome to online class. My dear students, today in this video we are going to see the question and answer from the textbook and based on the lesson My Shadow. And this poem that we have already completed in the previous video and we have understood about my shadow. Okay, so do you remember anything about the shadow? Okay, shadow looks like us only, but it is just a shadow. Yes or no? It is looking very like us, or very like me. And whenever there is a light, in either sunlight or battery or this electricity or any bulb is there, the light is there, then only we can see our shadow. Okay, and that also depends on the light from where it is falling onto our body. If the light is falling straight way over the head, then our shadow will be very small. Okay, so that is what the sunlight is there for the daytime, that is just over the head. At the daytime or in the noon time at 12 o'clock, how big our shadow will be? Our shadow will be very small. And if we talk about the shadow in the morning, when the sun will be rising from this direction, okay, and the sun will be rising from this direction and the sunlight will fall onto our body from this part, what will be the size of our shadow? That will be a big one, very long one, the shadow we can see. And in the evening or at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, when the sun is setting that direction, okay, and the light is falling onto our body from this direction, then how big our shadow will be? That time it will be a big one. Okay, so that is what according to the light and where the light is falling from onto our body, the shadow increases and decreases. Okay, so that is what we had seen here in this point about the shadow. Okay, and also we saw that shadow is growing like something else, like as it is compared here in like with the Indian rubber ball. Okay, Indian rubber ball we have seen, that is compared with the shadow. Okay, according to the light that falls onto our body. Okay, so when it is falling in the morning from this side and it is just the light is coming here one side of our body, then the shadow is very big. And when the light is there or the sun is there just over the head around 12 o'clock, then our shadow is what? Very small. So the way it grows, okay, sometimes very big and very long and sometimes very small. And that is one of the funniest thing about the shadow, the way it grows. Yes or no? That is what we have seen. And it is not like the proper children, okay, not like the proper children who grow very slowly. Shadow can increase all of a sudden, it can become long and it can become short also. Okay, so now keeping in the mind about the shadow, let us just try to do with the question and answer based on this poem or on this lesson. And we start here, question number 1. Okay, and that is, let us read. Okay, so let us see the first question. Who do you think your shadow looks like? Who do you think your shadow looks like? आपको क्या लगता है कि आपका shadow जो है, आपका परछाई जो है, किसके जैसे दिखता है? किस तरह दिखता है वो? How does it look like? Okay, here you can see. I think my shadow looks like me. Yes or no? My shadow looks like me. Okay, अपना shadow अपने जैसे ही दिखता है. Okay, so I think my shadow looks like me. Then question number 2. Why do you think your shadow jumps into bed before you can? Why do you think your shadow jumps into the bed before you jump into your bed? Why do you think? Okay, so here answer is like this. When I go close to my bed, my shadow falls on the bed before I go into my bed. Yes or no? So how it is? When I go close to my bed, what happens? जब मैं मेरे बिस्तर के करीब जाता हूँ तब क्या होता है कि मेरा परछाई मेरे बेड में ऑलरेडी दिखाई देता है और मेरे बेड में लेटने के पहले ही वो बेड में दिखाई देने लगता है और वो लेट जाता है. Okay, that is what when I go to the bed and my shadow falls on the bed, and that is what I feel that my shadow goes before me into my bed. Okay, let us see next question. What time of the day do you think it is? Okay, it is when your shadow is the tallest, and why? Okay, what time of the day? What time of the day? Day time कब आपको ऐसे लगता है कि आपका शैडो जो है सबसे बड़ा दिखने लगता है, सबसे टॉलेस्ट दिखने लगता है? When? At what time? Here three options are given: morning, afternoon, and night. At what time? You have to remember this one. Daytime means you have to see the sunlight. Okay, according to the sunlight and according to the time in which direction the sunlight is coming, according to that your shadow will increase, and according to that your shadow will decrease. Okay, so here in the morning we can see the shadow, the tallest one. Okay, and why? Because the sunlight is falling from this direction. Okay, and that is here, that is falling in the part of our body in this way. Therefore our shadow is going like this, very tall one. Afternoon, what happens? The sunlight is there just over the head, so our shadow will be where? Just under the feet. Okay, and night. Okay, night is not clarified here. Okay, or night we cannot make sure of night because we cannot see the sunlight in the night. Only due to some kind of bulb or some kind of tube light we can have a shadow. Okay, if at night the light is there in this direction, if there is this direction and that direction, then the shadow will be different shapes. Okay, so that is what in the morning. Next question. Read the lines from the poem and answer the following. Okay, now let us see here. Three questions are given and 2 lines of the poem is given here for us to understand. Okay, and after reading this poem we are going to solve these questions. Okay, so let us see. He is very, very like me from the heel up to the head. So now let us see. He refers to whom? The shadow is here. Okay, he is very, very like me. And me, who is the me? The child who is speaking about the shadow or about his shadow. Okay, then from the heel up to the head. So shadow is very, very like me from the heel up to the head. Okay, नीचे से लेकर ऊपर तक वो मेरे जैसे ही दिखता है. So now let us see answer. Who does he refer to? Who does he refer to? यहाँ पे he का मतलब कौन है? He कौन है यहाँ पे? Shadow है. Okay, so answer is shadow. Then number 2, who does me refer to? Who does me refer to? मतलब ये जो me है, ये me कौन है? Who is he? Who is that me? Me is the child who is speaking about his shadow. Okay, then third question. Why are he and me alike? And why he and me alike? अब ये जो he है और ये जो me है, ये दोनों क्यों एक दूसरे के जैसे दिखते हैं? क्यों? Okay, answer is here. He is the shadow of me. Okay, he is the shadow of me. Okay, he जो है वो किसका shadow है? He ये मी का शैडो है, इसलिए ये दोनों ही एंड मी एक दूसरे जैसे दिखते हैं. ओके, सो लेट अस सी नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Here, let us talk. Okay, next question is let us talk. Now, work in pairs and discuss the following. What would you do if? Okay, now here some of the events are given and we have to be divided into the pair. ओके, जोड़ी होना है, ग्रुप में डिवाइड होना है, उसके बाद हमको डिस्कस करना है ये जो टॉपिक हमको दिया हुआ है. ओके, ये बहुत अच्छा टॉपिक दिया हुआ है और आप यहाँ अपना सोच लिख सकते हैं, अपना खुद का सोच या फिर अगर इस प्रकार का चीज होगा तो आप क्या करोगे, आप क्या करने वाले हैं, वही सारी चीज आपको लिखना है। लेकिन मैं यहाँ पे लिखा हूं कुछ, तो आप क्या करने वाले हैं, या फिर व्हाट वुड यू डू if all these things happens, okay? So what would you do if, okay, a dog chases you? If a dog is chasing you, what will you do? अगर आपके पीछे एक कुत्ता पड़ गया तो आप क्या करोगे? The question is asking to you. So you can write what will you do or what would you do, okay? For example, I have written here, I would stop instead of trying to run faster than the डॉग। मैं क्या करता, अगर मेरे पीछे कुत्ता पड़ जाता तो मैं दौड़ना बंद कर दूंगा, कि ये नहीं कि कुत्ता जितना स्पीड भाग रहा है उतना स्पीड में भागने का प्रयास करूंगा, मैं वहीं पे रुक जाऊंगा। दैट इज व्हाट आई हैव रिटन। सो व्हाट वुड यू डू, यू हैव टू राइट हियर, ओके? सो नेक्स्ट, you have forgotten your homework copy at home. So you have forgotten your homework copy at home. So at that time what will you do? क्या करोगे? आप टीचर को झूठ बोलोगे या फिर आप क्या करोगे उस टाइम में? आपने होमवर्क का नोटबुक भूल गया, घर में ही छोड़ के आ गए स्कूल, ओके? और अभी उस दिन आपको पूछा जा रहा है या फिर आपका टीचर पूछ रहे हैं कि आपका होमवर्क किधर है, आपका नोटबुक किधर है, तो आप क्या बोलोगे उस टाइम में? What will you tell? Most of the children try to cheat, yes or no, and that is not a good habit. आपको चीटिंग करना नहीं चाहिए, झूठ बोलना नहीं चाहिए, आपको सच ही बोलना चाहिए कि आपका नोटबुक क्यों घर में रह गया, क्या आपने होमवर्क कंप्लीट किया है कि नहीं, ओके? वो सब आपको सही सही जवाब देना चाहिए और सच बोलना चाहिए, ओके? सो लेट अस सी, I would accept my mistake and say sorry to the teacher. Then what would I do? I would accept my mistake. मैंने मिस्टेक किया, क्यों मिस्टेक किया? कि मैंने मेरा नोटबुक छोड़ के आया, वो मेरा गलत हो गया, गलती हो गई, तो मुझे क्या करना चाहिए? एक्सेप्ट करना चाहिए कि मेरा एक गलती हो गया है कि मैंने नोटबुक घर में छोड़ा, और उसके लिए मैं क्या चाहता हूँ? माफी चाहता हूँ आपसे। So that is what you are supposed to tell to your teachers, okay? And don't try to cheat so many things, okay? So many reasons you can give and tell teacher, okay? ये हुआ, वो हुआ, okay? So that is what, instead of saying all those things, you have to accept your mistake. The next, you are alone in a room and the lights gone out, okay? And now it is night, okay? Imagine it is night and you are alone in the room, okay? You are alone in the room and the light is gone, मतलब लाइट चला गया, अभी आप अकेले हैं रूम पे और ये रात के समय है और लाइट चला जाता है, तो उस समय में आप क्या करोगे? What will you do? हाँ, ज्यादातर लोग क्या करेंगे? चिल्लाएंगे, हाँ मम्मी पापा, हाँ where are you? They will shout and cry. But what are you supposed to do here? What you will do? You can write down what you want to do that time. Here I have written down, I would light a candle. If light has gone, then nothing to worry about. Should not shout, okay, and make so much of chaos there. So I just can light the candle. Okay. Then next question, and it is fun time. It is fun time. Shine a torch behind your hand and see its shadow. Okay, its shadow on the wall. Okay, move the torch a little away from your hand and see the shadow on the wall. Okay, now what is the here activity is given here to you, and here the picture of a boy is given. So what you have to do is that at night you take the torch. Okay, this is the torch that we call battery also. So you have to take the torch, and in the wall, what you have to do? You have to take your hand like this and you have to put the torch light on. Then you have to just move the torch this side far away and this side closer. So at that time, you have to see what is the shapes or what are the changes between your real hand and the shadow. Okay, वो हाथ और वो उसका शैडो जो है परछाई, उसमें क्या चेंजेस हो रहे हैं वो आपको लिखना है. Okay, and that is what here it is saying. The differences you have to write down, and you have to remove little. Do you find a difference in the size of the hand on the wall? क्या आपको कोई differences मिल रहा है कि आपका साइज जो है, देखिए ये जो साइज जो है आपका हाथ का या फिर आपका परछाई का वॉल में जो दिख रहा है उसका साइज और ये हाथ का साइज में कोई डिफरेंस आ रहा है? जब आप दूर लेकर जा रहे हैं आपका टॉर्च को, और जब आप गाड़ी लेकर आ रहे हैं आपका टॉर्च को, तो उसमें कुछ डिफरेंस आ रहा है कि आपका साइज में, वो लिखना है आपको. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, द साइज ऑफ द हैंड ऑन द वॉल becomes bigger and sometimes becomes smaller. Okay, so that is what answer you can write there, and everybody must do this activity. So my dear students, today we stop here in this video till this fun time, and in the next video we are going to see the rest of the question and answer, and that is what working together will start from in the next video. Okay, so till then, see you again in the next video, and we'll have interesting learning. Okay, so if you have any doubts regarding this question and answer which we have completed, you feel free to ask me any doubts and let it be clarified. Okay.